Hello twin flames, and welcome to the DM2DF reading for Thursday. So we're going to use 3 powerful decks of cards today to tap in with the energy. But your masculine is saying to you with the number 222, I love you. So very powerful energy coming through. So we're going to use the Divine Masculine Energy Oracle by Witchy Tarot, the 55 Messages of Desire by Bloom and Arrow, and the Open Your Heart Oracle Messages by the amazing Cat Cherry. And I really feel the masculines are thinking about this, thinking about opening their heart. So what do they want to open their heart about today? What do they want to say to you? What do they want you to know? What do they want you to know about the way they feel physically for you? The way they desire you and want you? Because sometimes the masculines hide that away and, they don't express that until they are ready to. So it's nice sometimes to know that, they feel that way about you physically too. These cards are moving on top of the deck, so I'm going to take them. Here we go. What else do the masculines want you to know from their heart? What do they want you to know from their heart? What are they opening up about? And their spiritual perspective. Their spiritual perspective. What do they want to say? So I feel this is about the stability. And that's what it says. I just saw it there. This is about stability and their spiritual side of things and how they're going to make that right in the physical world. This is about all the things they desire about you and the way they feel about you physically. And this is what they want you to know from their heart. So what he's saying to you is, I know how lucky I am to have you. Wow. So the masculine is saying to you today, thank you for loving me. Thank you for bearing with me, especially as I go through all of this change and prepare to speak my truth and open my heart to you. Thank you for being there for me through it all. I love you and I care about you and I'm honoured to have you in my life. So he feels honoured to feel that connection. It really feels like the interlinking energy. They want me to really put the fingers like that. So coming together. I'm honoured to have you in my life and I do feel so lucky to have you. And I want you to get to know me. So he's saying, you think you know me, but I want you to know me more. So you do know him, of course you do, he's part of you. But he also keeps a side of himself hidden. And you've experienced glimpses of that when he's been open and vulnerable with you. But sometimes he keeps it back. So he's hungry, they're giving me saliva in the mouth. And whenever I feel this and connect with this energy, he is hungering for you, Divine Feminine. So he's lusting after you today. And that's why I'm using this other deck about his physical feelings for you. But he's also craving the time when he can just show you who he is. Without any fear, without any karmic situation. Just be himself. He's craving that energy, he longs for that. He's tasting that. And you've had a taste of that person because you've experienced it every now and again. You've also experienced the cool side, the part of him that's indifferent and cold and sometimes can say things and do things that they truly don't mean. And he's also apologising for that and saying, thank you for sticking with me through it all. I know how lucky I am to have you in my life. And I'm so excited about showing you my true self. So this is also another sign that, he's releasing those masks and those barriers and those limitations to show you who he is. I want you to get to know me. So he really does want to spend time sharing your life together. It's not just about intimacy and getting to know each other in that intimate way. It's about becoming best friends and being best friends united in true love and about understanding what makes each other tick. And that's what he's excited about too. I'm burying my head in the sand because this hurts. So if he seems to be quiet or distant or like he's burying his head in the sand, it hurts. It hurts when he can't be himself around you. It hurts when he's hiding that part of himself from you. And he's also apologising for that. He's saying, I am working on my stability. So the stability is to become a much more balanced person. Much more balanced in his emotions as well as his physical life. So that he can communicate with you without running away, without hiding, without, then going cold on you. Back and forth energy. I want to be stable in myself. So stability is also about the foundation you're building, about money, security, career, all those things. But this is about his balanced energy. He wants to be more balanced in his approach to you. He wants to be more open and honest with you. And he's saying, I'm working on balancing my shadow side. And That's absolutely what he's doing. He's working on overcoming his ego, releasing the fear, releasing the insecurity and the pain, so he can be his true authentic self and you can get to know him again. I'm learning to let go and accept the things that I cannot control. So he's saying, right, I know now that I can't control certain things that happen to me, but I can control the things that I can take care of. And that's my own business. That's my business. And I feel business as in, financial business, work, career. Also his business he's in at home, his karmic situation. So he's saying, it's my business to sort out. Let me deal with it. I am freeing myself up for you. And I imagine the sounds you make when you give yourself to me. So this is what he fantasizes about, the way you, connect with him and let yourself go completely. The sounds you make, it's very intimate and very, primal to him. It turns him on inside and out. I want to kiss you like no one ever has. So he wants to kiss you and make love to you and be with you like no one ever has. And no one will ever make you feel anyway the way it feels to be kissed by your twin. Sex with you is magic. So he's saying everything is magical with you. And the sounds you make and the way you smell and the way you are, it just turns me on everywhere. I get jealous when I think of others touching you. So he does get jealous if he thinks that, other people are around you or that you could move on with somebody else. He doesn't want that. And when I see pictures of you, it turns me on. So he may be looking at pictures of you online. He could be looking at a picture of you he's got on his mobile phone, on his email, on his Facebook. He may have that vision of you in his mind and it's turning him on. And I want to take my time with you. So he doesn't want to rush this connection. He doesn't want to mess it up by rushing anything. So I also feel that when the time comes for you guys to be intimate, whether that's for the first time in the physical world or, the next time, he wants to take your time. He wants to take time. He doesn't want to rush it. So it's not going to be a wham bam thank you man. It's going to be romantic and beautiful. It may be somewhere special. There may be petals on the bed, beautiful music playing, romance, candlelit dinner. It's going to be seduction. So I feel he wants to seduce you. He wants to, romance you, wine you, dine you, look after you, show you how much he cares. So it's not just about the intimacy, but it's about everything. And I imagine kissing your neck and breathing you in. We've talked about this before, that primal smell, the primal scent of the twins. There's nothing more sexy. You can have the most high-end, expensive designer perfume on, and he would much prefer your natural scent because that's like designer perfume to him. And that's so true. When I smell George, when I'm sitting next to him, I just kind of go over and smell his neck or kiss his face and drink him in. There's nothing more. It's like drinking your favourite drink or eating your favourite food. And that's why they give me saliva, because these are things he's imagining. And he's imagining taking his time. He doesn't want to rush through making love to you. He wants to start at the top of your head and work through to the tips of your toes. He wants to experience everything in slow motion. I want to run my hands through your hair. So he wants to start at the top and work all the way down to the bottom. And he wants to end up in the middle. And he's saying your smile is naughty and sweet at the same time. So, you have that sexy smile that turns him on. It's very playful and loving and very passionate, but also very intelligent, intuitive, strong. You make him see the truth in himself. And he says, I really want you to get to know me. And that means the real him taking time. So the message I've got coming through here is that the way he wants you to get to know him, because you already know, him more than anyone else does, but you haven't yet seen the side of him where he can be this romantic, time-taking lover, where he can just be with you and only you, and it's going to last for as long as it needs to last for you. It's going to last forever, the connection. But, it's kind of like the energy where you're going to shut everybody away, and it's going to be very powerful. Maybe it's going to be a weekend where you're spending time together. It could be a weekend break, or, it's just going to be a night, but it's going to be long-lasting. So it's not going to be over and done with, And especially if you have those encounters with your twin where they're married or they're with someone else, or it's rushed, or he's drank too much alcohol and it's all a bit rushed, or he feels guilty, has to rush off, and you're left thinking, what's that all about? This is going to be perfect. It's going to be beautiful, magical. You're going to fall asleep in each other's arms after the event itself. It's going to be very magical, very sensual, because he wants to take his time. So there's going to be a lot of kissing and touching and foreplay. It's not going to just be over and done with and then he has to rush off, or the stress comes in, or the fear over the journey. It's going to be memorable. And he's saying, we haven't yet had that. I know how lucky I am to have you. I'm not burying my head in the sand. If I seem to be doing that, it's only because it's hurting, not being with you. But I want you to get to know all of me, the way I really am, not the way you've seen me at speckled moments. And that's the word they're giving me. At sporadic moments, or just in your mind. The best is yet to come. I want to romance you, take all night with you, and show you just how powerful our love is. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.